The overhead press, an absolute beast of a pushing exercise, but a movement I feel like I'm lagging in. If you guys have seen my 1 rep max weighted pull-up video, you'll see that my pulling strength is actually quite decent. However, the discrepancy between my pulling and pushing power or strength is it's quite big, and I definitely feel as though there is a lot of room for improvement, especially on the overhead press and just pushing category. So for the next 30 days, all of the push training I'm doing is going to consist of only the overhead press movement. And I'm going to test my max on day 0 versus day 31 and see what improvement I can get in 30 days. I'm training push twice a week, and I have done quite a few different things, all from just calisthenics moves and just basic push-ups to kettlebell work and that type of thing, although they can be a bit more on the endurance side perhaps. So we'll see. It'll be interesting to check out 30 days of overhead press training, about 9 sessions thereabouts. So yeah, stay tuned and let's get this sucker started. So I started this challenge testing my 1 rep max overhead press. I started with the 20 kilogram bar by itself, and as you guys can see, it moves pretty darn well. Let's go, boys. So yeah, started with the 20 kilos and built my way up, eventually reaching a 1 rep max of 45 kilograms, which was quite a solid rep, I'd say. And I even gave 47.5 kilos a shot as well, but this was with a bit of a back bend. It wasn't the most ideal execution, so I'd say my 1 rep max lies somewhere in between that range, maybe a bit closer to 45 kilograms. For the next couple of weeks, I did mostly 4 working sets per training session with 40 kilos on the bar for the most part, meaning 40 kilograms being the bar plus weights. Since my focus was strength, I didn't want to do too many repetitions, and for the majority of the training, a working set would be between 3 and 5 reps. And slowly, with this setup, I started getting stronger. But then something unexpected happened. So I've just been hit by a sort of unexpected surprise. Last Thursday, I managed to tweak my back in the evening. I definitely think this is from the overhead pressing. It might be from one-arm pull-up training, it might be from jiu-jitsu, it might be from a few different things, but I definitely think that the overhead pressing has been a contributor to it. Definitely because I sometimes have gone, when you bend your back a bit, not ideal. I don't use a belt or anything like that. So those last couple of reps that I do, maybe on the last 2-3 sets, like 1 or even 2 reps where I'm not in an ideal position, sure, they might be good for adding those extra small bits of gains in, but I do think that has compounded a bit over time, and I haven't really done much to strengthen my lower back. So I managed to tweak that, and now over the weekend I've missed 1 training session, and well, I've been really out of it. I had really real big difficulties just bending forward, like simple stuff, like looking like a 70-year-old man at times. But yeah, today's Monday, I'm slowly getting better. Plan is to today do some ability work, some strengthening exercises, and then tomorrow I plan to get in the next session of overhead pressing, but it might be a bit of an easier session. I'm not going to go for the 40 kilo or thereabouts. Probably going to do it easier, feel where I'm currently at, make sure my back is properly healed before we continue on with the challenge. But it'll be interesting to see, all in all, how much my lift is increased in the course of a month, given that I had this little accident in the middle of it. So yeah, we'll see. So the first 1-2 sessions now after my back tweak, I've tried to be as careful as I could before going back to now a similar level to before the tweak. And slowly I've been building up, and before I knew anything of it, the 30 days had passed, and here we are. It's time for me to test my max. So I started with 20 kilograms being just the bar itself and worked my way up. Once I reached 40 kilograms, I felt rather good, and this was the weight I was working with for the majority of the training period. Did a few reps of 40, then I slowly started to increase the weight from there as well. So yeah, when I reached 45 kilograms, it actually moved quite smoothly. I think more so compared to day 1, which is quite cool to see considering I tweaked my back. Then I attempted 47.5 kilograms and maybe the tiniest bit of change in the lower back, but definitely more so smooth than the last time I did it. And then I attempted 50 kilograms and this is what happened. Yeah, as you guys can see, I did fail it. I actually failed it quite a few times. Might have been sort of strength on that day, but I mean, I wasn't feeling particularly weak, so might just be I'm just not able to make 50 as of now. But I attempted 48 kilograms just to like have a small increase in weight at least, and I managed to move it overhead, so quite nice. So I'd consider something close to 48 kilos to be my new 1 rep max. And yeah, pretty sweet. I mean, could it have been better? Absolutely. The back tweak definitely didn't help, and so a massive takeaway from this for me is train hard, absolutely, but when you've got a lot of things going on and there are several hours of training, push yourself hard, but don't push yourself to the levels where you know you're going to get injured. If you want to see more gym content, or you want to see more like challenge videos related to, for example, doing now back squats, deadlifts, bench press, and things like that, give me a like on the video and let me know in the comments down below. And as always, remember to keep on training, train what you love, and I'll see you in the next one.